Hello guys, and welcome to another one of my Pokemon videos. There's gonna be a summary because this here is what I was wanting to wear today. I was gonna go battle crazy in the gym, like a day dedicated to battling. But what did we get today? We had the official release in Denmark and other countries, and the servers were down, all like still down. I can go out, but the GPS isn't tracking and stuff, so horrible. So instead I decided to do a bit of a summary from the last few days because I have been a bit behind on my channel compared to what has actually been going on. So yeah, I'm going to be looking into that now. So what has been going on the last few days? Well, I had my first completely noobish day. I had my visit to the gym, check out the spin steps kind of like days, and my moving forward kind of stuff after that was pretty much checking out all of the different things that come with the game of Pokemon. It means hatching eggs because that is probably my favorite thing to do. Got one here, and this was a very disappointing first egg for me to hatch. I mean, I got a Rattata. I'm capturing them by the dozen. It is like, no, don't give me that in an egg. That was super depressing to get that as my first egg ever, but I tried it out. I got the additional goodies, and then I started looking into what does it mean to evolve a Pokemon. What does it cost? What is this candy stuff, and what do I do with it? So obviously, when you have enough candy related to any given Pokemon, you can evolve it to the next stage of the Pokemon. Here we have Dr. Friendly Pants that I fought like crazy with in the last video. All well, Eradicate, and evolving is not something I want to be doing a lot. I just went in to do just a few evolves to check out how it affects the game. And what I have decided to do in terms of Pokemon progression is not to evolve and not to power up my Pokemons until I reach the end game, because I'm in this for the end game, not for the let's learn to crawl and then be the masters of the gym at the newbie stage of the game. Here I want to be owning the game at the end game. So that is why my Pokemons are probably a lot weaker than everybody else's that started the same time as me, because I'm not powering them up. But I did want to check out the effect of the evolve, especially how much experience points do you get for it. Is it worth doing now in order to reach the end game a little bit faster? But given the amount of candy it takes, no way I'm gonna be doing it now. But it looks amazing. It looks freaking beeping amazing, and I just like once you start, you just want to be like going on. But it's the same thing with the Stardust. I did try it out to see what is the effect of it, but nah, it's not worth doing now in my opinion, unless you're in it for the right here and now kind of game. So I tested out some of the very cheap evolved Pokemon, some of the ones that I get all the time, showing it to my kids as well, just having a good time playing the game, trying to find out just as much what does it cost to evolve to the next stage, not just to the second evolution of the Pokemon, but also to the third. So that was pretty good times. It also meant that I leveled up, gaining a lot of experience points. I got myself a module, I got raspberries, like completely game changer things in the game. Very hyped about those. And of course I hatched additional eggs. I have been walking an average of 14 kilometers per day, and I don't have a bicycle, and I definitely don't have any other kind of vehicle, so this has been leg style. And you guys know the game doesn't really record anything close to the actual movement, so I've been a very active walker, farmer, hunter, and this here is one of the things that I got. This was from my 10-kilometer egg at Jinx. Pretty happy about this one here. The bomber thing, of course, is that they don't really appear that often. I do get like 32 candy from it, and I can really select to power up my Jinx right here and right now. I'm thinking in terms of eggs, I'm going to be saving up my 10-kilometer eggs from now on as well, because I am thinking that you want to hatch those in the end game instead of hatching them now. So just getting rid of all this here is a 5-kilometer egg. Get those hatched, get the 2-kilometer ones hatched, stash up on the 10-kilometer ones, so that when you are in the end game level wise, you're going to be hatching the really good Pokemon. Also looked into the transfer button at the low end of each of these Pokemons to see what does it do. And basically you are selling one Pokemon for one candy of the lowest evolution of whatever Pokemon it is. So even if you are gonna be transferring a Butterfree, you're just gonna be getting some kind of wiki candy. Like here you can see the Caterpie here is gonna be giving the same as its evolutions. So there is no benefit from how I see it right now in transferring high tier Pokemons, evolved Pokemons compared to their newbie brothers and sisters. I found Pikachu today. My son found it. He was like, "We have Pikachus right next to our house." And we ran out there, me and 3 kids with our iPads, iPhones, just, out to chase the Pokemon. We went out there, everybody was tapping like crazy, and then it just appeared. It was like, what? Pikachu was right there. None of us did the smart start kind of thing because we didn't know when we started, and we really wanted to have it to see how is it in the game. We found it, we tapped it, and it went kaboof. It was insane. We were so frustrated. I was like, what to do? What to do? Let's stay here. Let's do something. It's not even on our tracking list. We need to get this Pikachu. And we went into this like Pikachu kind of mode where now we just had to have it. So it was we like re-hyped it really, even though it's kind of hyped already, the Pika Pika. So what to do? I mean, option one would be to out of desperation use the incense, even though it only really attracts something to you and not something that is already on the map for everyone else. But we kind of roamed the area for a very long time, hoping that it would pop up again because none of us caught it. So we're like, it has to be here. Nobody was in the neighborhood unless they were playing in one of these houses. We're like roaming around, looking different directions. Did anyone catch this? Then it appears again, like out of nowhere. Hey, by the way, dudes, I'm over here. Pika Pika. And yeah, you can imagine the crazy pantsness that started once again. Regardless, it disappeared again, and it was really, really funny the second time because we were already really, really annoyed. And then it came again, third time. This time also on the list. Hit it, just tapping the area, and we got to battle it. And as you can see here, I tried to do the spin ball on it, which of course was silly, but I wanted to try it out. I just read about the curved ball, so I figured let's try it out. Decided to feed it some berries. I wanted to get it, keep it now that it was actually here. Send a decent ball at it, hit it. It was great. It was not just fine or nice, it was great. My Pikachu. My daughter got it as well. And what happens? This beep freaking happens where the game just kills itself. Did I get my Pikachu? Is it in my list? My most recent? No, it was not. So where the freak did it go? I caught it. It was great. I used my newly acquired berries. Nobody had the stupid Pikachu, which isn't stupid because we all want it, so it's really nice. Nobody caught it. Like, no, Pika. Not on the list. What to do? What to do? So I figured, okay, let's just, I want it. I want this. Put on the instance, see if we can attract it again, even though I know it doesn't really affect the game in that way, but this was like completely out of desperation. We have these hot kind of leaves there saying something is here, ready to be caught, even though whenever I go in, like, within those annoying leaf kind of things, I never really get anything. It's just a tease. I don't ever normally see anything. So yeah, I got a Rattata. Yay! Not just from an egg, also from the roaming neighborhood. Good times. How amazing is that? So what happens is, of course, I try to catch it because it's there. I want the candy. I want the experience points. And you guys know this from the game, right? It stalls. Means game over. You need to exit the game. You need to close the app. You need to open it again. If you wait for the Pokemon ball to spin a few times, often it has saved your progress, meaning that you will have caught the Pokemon. On the other hand, if you kind of wasted a lot of Pokeballs on it, you can actually choose to just close the app pretty fast, and then you can save all your missed Pokeballs. So this was like, okay, Pikachu was right there, nobody caught it. Got the Rattata. When I opened the app again, nobody had it. It was so really annoying. Opened a lot of more eggs. Another 5 kilometer one here, and I really do like opening these eggs. It's like an experience point injection where you just get experience points for opening the egg. You have a high chance at acquiring Pokemons that don't really live in your neighborhood. So this is like my favorite thing to do in the game. Just go on egg farming, walking, grabbing all these eggs here. I like that because it's for me it seems like the way to really progress if you can't go out and find things all the time. Got my boost, got my lure module, and of course I went up to our Pokestop area in the town with my son. We popped it in, and I was unable to play the game. During the 30 minutes where I had the lure module in, I got a Caterpie. Yeah, I managed to spin 4 times. We have 2 of these right next to each other. I managed to spin 4 times. That was the entire amount of gaming time I could get. It was like the game froze. I had to close the app, open it again all the time. Was unable to even load these images in the Pokestops. I was like, come on, I finally got this. I plugged it in. We're ready. We're sitting in the farming spot. And whenever something appeared, I was unable to get it. The game just crashed. We had like 11 people came, like, hey, party, who put in the la la la, everybody's happy, except of course me and my son, because we were just getting nothing. Okay, to be honest, like half of the players there got nothing because the game was so buggy or our connection, but the other half got like 7-8 Pokemons from this, and it was a bit of a bummer having been the one finally testing out the lure module, finally like getting it, testing it out, and it's just completely no-go. That was, it was actually super frustrating because it was also raining. I was sitting with my MacBook in a bag trying to cover my iPhone and my MacBook while recording, hoping to get something noisy, really amazing out of this lure module, and I just got snake pants. It was really not our kind of evening. The one good thing that did happen was that a lot of players got to progress. We got to meet a lot of really cool people playing Pokemon in our town. Some other players popped the lure module at the Pokestop furthest away from us. I was like, why? Why didn't you pop it at the one right on the other side of the road? Then everybody here could have gotten double, because you can actually reach both Pokestops. You could get double spawn instead of putting it right over there. The one Pokemon I did manage to get, my first Drowsy, and from my first lure module. So I did get something out of it that I wouldn't, well, I hadn't seen it before at that time anyway, so that was nice. It was nice catching a Drowsy. I felt like I got something out of using my lure module that I hadn't gotten before. Unfortunately, my son was unable to log into the game, so he was like, just, okay, we're sitting here in the rain. That was a massive bummer, but it was really fun to try. It was nice to like take the first step towards using these modules in the game to find out how it works. Also a bit interesting to see that not everybody really thinks super strategically about it, such as popping modules way far away from each other, but I guess they could just be living there or be lazy or want to be left alone or something. But in a small town such as ours with so few Pokestops, you don't get to have a farming area like this on your own. If you pop it, I mean, like if it's past midnight, you're gonna have people coming in cars. It's so crazy what kind of hype this game has in our very small town. It's really amazing. It's really fun, and you get to meet loads of new people. And I think that is one of the like massive qualities of this game already, is that it's so social, and I just really hope we're gonna get some kind of trading social options besides these gyms that I really wanted to try out today, but I was unable to due to the hey, thank you for releasing the game today, where I really wanted to do something else than spin these stops and go around farming. But yeah, that is what it is. And of course I'm happy that everybody now has a chance to play the game. That is like the best thing that can happen for the game, is to open it up. It's just really a bummer that it crashes everything completely when it's like vacation time, planned battles, all that kind of stuff. So, had the lure module up, didn't really get much out of it, spent a lot of time just waiting, because I realized at some point that I can't actually catch the Pokemon. My game froze every time I try to catch something, So I just ended up spending the time spinning every 5 minutes, grabbing the free Pokeballs because I kind of run out of them. And what happened was that I filled up my bag completely because I haven't been spending any time in the gym. I've been saving up, so my bag is completely filled with these revive crystals and healing sprays and all that stuff, meaning that I really need to go battle because I don't want to be trashing them. Like that's silly. Anyway, we left the Pokestop area around midnight and just headed home. And yeah, I mean, I really do love farming, hunting, going on adventure after midnight. I've read several places that you're supposed to be able to find more rare special Pokemon during the night. Whether or not that is the case, I don't really know, but there is definitely very much free space as a hunter. There is much less competition, and yeah, I failed this Zubat completely. I know I'm doing the misses, I'm hitting with the large circles, but I am playing with a MacBook in one hand and my phone in the other way after midnight, but it is still a display of amazingly bad hunting skills when I play like this. But I decided to include it anyway because it's okay to be a noob when it's like day 3 on your gaming. I think so anyway. Again, game crash happens all the time. Well, I don't know about now after the release, but yeah, you guys know the drill. You get the loading screen, you hope to get in there. You can check the Pokemon on your most recent list to see if you actually caught it, and as you can see here, I did. This is around 1:30, and what did I find in my favorite farming spot? I found a Pikachu in the area, and I decided if it was going to be an all-nighter, I was going to go. I needed to get this Pikachu so that when the kids woke up in the morning, I would be the one that had it after the crazy everybody saw Pikachu and nobody got it kind of thing. Of course, I'm grabbing everything that I see. Nothing goes by me that I don't try to catch. I'm not really into the whole only select the interesting things because I want to hoard up on especially Stardust for when I am like way higher level than I am now. But it's a work in progress kind of thing, so I need to hoard from the very start. Just hoarding. These medals are like so broken. At some point it said I had now caught 3 Rattata, and I looked in my inventory and I had 27. It's like, what? Why do you say I've caught 3 when I have 27? But I'm thinking these are like getting started bugs. Regardless, there really appear to be no use for these medals, so it's like, okay, no biggie. This here is my farming spot in the city, right by, very close to where I live. We have a very small water swampy kind of area, and what I normally farm here is the Magikarps because I want to evolve the Magikarp, meaning that I need 400 Magikarp candies, and these they tend to spawn down here, making it my favorite part of the city for farming anything. We also have the Goldines down here, and of course loads of Rattata, Pidgeys, and Weedles, and all that kind of normal stuff. But the Magikarps, some Horsies, the occasional seals can be found down here, even though it's like almost no water. The game knows it, and that is really cool. So this was where I went like 1:30 at night, just to get a bit of farming before heading to bed and making my video updates. And there we have Dr. Pikachu, Dr. Lightning Cutie, and this was like I knew no matter what happened, I had to leave this area with Pikachu. I was afraid I would see the kaboof thing, you know, the cloud. Sometimes you catch it and it just jumps out and you get the cloud. So I fed it some berries, hoping that it would be a little more friendly about getting caught. Decent color, like outer circle hit very bad, but again, we're talking like 1:30 at night, MacBook in one hand, phone in the other, playing with the thumb. But I managed to catch Pikachu, and that was really amazing because it is like the look what I got power that I managed to show my kids when I woke up in the morning, so that was like all worth it. Of course, I farmed the entire area. I was here for just about 40 minutes when I decided it was time to go home, mainly because the game crashed so often that it just wasn't fun anymore. Like, you catch something, the game freezes, you spend 10 minutes trying to get in and play again, And when you've done that 3-4 times, you just want to go home. So this here is from day 4, and we didn't really do much on day 4, but we went up to the spinning area again where 2 lure modules were inserted, meaning complete party time for everyone in the area. Double Pokeball spinning, loads of eggs, loads of Pokemon popping up everywhere. Didn't really get much out of it. Well, not much interesting came by, but I did manage to find a worm in my MacBook, so that was really nice to get that cleaned out, because I don't really like bugs in my computers, but while sitting there with all these Pokefellas around me, it was like there were bugs everywhere, and I think it was really bad for my MacBook to like include it there. I did manage to see like one thing that I really wanted to catch up there, and what I do is I always spin before trying to catch something, because if the game bugs, I know that I can't actually load the game and then play it again. That's just how it is. But here we have it. The Seal's evolution, exactly, and a bit of a hard one to catch for me, but I was going all in on it, really. I decided not to feed it any of my berries to start with, because even though I really wanted it, I was expecting it to be just a little bit easier, but it's always a pain when it has the CP question mark, you don't really know what you're up against. Ended up feeding it some raspberries. I know after a few throws it's as if it has a higher chance of going poof. I don't know if that is like true, but it feels that way for me. So I got an excellent, I fed it some berries, went to the bowl, and well, you know what happens, it gets caught, and that was really fun. This is right now, at the time of this recording, on actually day 6, where I haven't been able to play my strongest Pokemon with 400 combat points. Some of you guys have been asking, like, what is your strongest Pokemon? This one is, and I'm not powering them up. Not at all. Not doing anything to boost my Pokemon. I'm saving it all up for the end game. I'm thinking, like, level 45, level 48, something is where I'm going to start investing in my Pokemon, because the CP base of whatever I catch is just going to increase each time I level up, which just means that it's a complete waste for me to go in and do anything with all this Stardust and with my candy now, because when I am going to find myself in need of it at higher levels, say when I catch Pokemons that have 3, 4, 5,000 in base CP and I want to upgrade them to, I don't know, 14,000 or something, that's where I want to be keeping my my mojo. But Jiggly here was a real pain to catch, because for some reason it has a magic aura that just, you're throwing right at it and just goes kaboom one side, kaboom one side. Really fun to try to catch these Pokemon that have these weird powers and defensive options. Managed to get it in a ball right on my MacBook laptop here, which is a nice place to store one. And no buggy paints, so that was really nice. I do have a few of these. I have 8 candy. I think I called 1 or 2 before, so that's I really do like that Pokemon. Definitely one I would like to buff up even more. Decided to go a little bit of Batman style while sitting there just hoarding everything that dropped by. At the start, like I said, I went on not catching anything that wasn't interesting, just doing the spinning. After getting the evolved seal, I was like, okay, we have 3 minutes left on these. The lure modules were not going to give me anything more. I knew that, so it was just, let's catch what we can and then head home again. We're talking like 1:30 at night again. So it's like, why not just grab what we can? I've been hoarding up. Bags are almost filled all the time because I have all these potions. I think I have more than 100 of the healing sprays and the revive crystals. I have never used one. I just hoarded them up through these many levels, and they're really filling up my bag, and I need to get rid of them because I have room for something like 60 Pokeballs or something, which is nothing when you farm as much as I do. Managed to go in again here, find another worm in my MacBook, and I really thought it was kind of funny to see these bugs in my computer. I was just sitting with the laptop in front of me, and yeah, naturally that is where I also catch my Pokemons right in front of me. So with the augmented reality enabled, that was of course where they came. So I thought that was really funny. Just farming here, and it may seem like a complete waste to get these. I mean, I got a one, okay, two if you include Jiggly, really cool Pokemons here. I feel so anyway. The rest, you might say that's just complete junk. Why even bother? But we're talking 100 experience points, and I need like nothing, as you can see, before hitting level 11, and I really wanted to grab that. After a while, we decided to go home, and we caught a lot of really cool small Pokemons on the way home. Just my son Jonas was with me. We're really going on these adventures together, having a blast, having it like the father-son thing that I really enjoy in more than gaming sense, so that is really cool. He's helping me out really with a lot of stuff that besides keeping me company, because it's cold and it's dark, and it's just much more exciting to be on adventure when you have something to be on it with. And you can see him here actually in a silhouette. It's like massively dark because it's, yeah, I think we're closing in on 2 a.m. or something here. But yeah, he's there helping me out with the Pokemon, holding them while I catch them every once in a while, doing the occasional dance. Super happy, moody thing. Here we have my farming area again. This is where I caught the Pikachu, and as you can see, we have a Magikarp and a Goldeen right next to each other. It is an amazing thing if you want to have these. My son really wants the Goldeens. I do want them as well for evolving, but what I really want is of course the Magikarps, because I need to catch 100 in order to evolve them. 100 Magikarps, that's a lot, because you get the 3 candy for catching it, and then you get 1 when you transfer it to the trainer. You need 400 just to evolve it. So yeah, it's gonna be a very long journey towards getting that evolved. I had this dream about catching a handful every day, just 5, but it has been more like, I don't know, 3, 4 or something, because today I haven't caught anything, and again, game crashes all the time. Managed to get another egg, like in the middle of a Crazy Pants late, and yeah, another character that I didn't have, and I say character, it is of course a Pokemon. This is the really cool thing about it. You get experience points for hatching, you get a new Pokemon for your inventory. As you can see, I'm raking up my Stardust. I have closing in on 30,000 now. I don't know if that is good or bad for level 11, but I really haven't used that much, so I guess I can't really have much more than that. Spent like an hour trying to go in and out of the game, and I can see I kind of added in a little bit of a wrong clip here, but this is actually also from our way home from the double lure module boost. This is before I hit level 11, because I decided to cut out the eggs and stuff like that, just shorten things a little bit out, and yeah, I misplaced a little clip here, but I figured it was today I had the time to record a little longer in one go about what had been going on for more than just one day of highlights, because I haven't been able to play anyway. On our way home, we also passed our bus station local shopping area, because we have a Pokestop there as well, and there's no reason to pass it without spinning for these hopefully 5 Pokeballs, but more often than not I just get 2. I've had way too many times where I got 0. Like, okay, you gave me 2 healing sprays, and then you gave me 1 revive crystal. Yay, thank you very much. I need Pokeballs. I know you can buy them, but I really do enjoy playing games like these for free. That's my kind of thing. Found a little something extra here. It is as if after I caught my first Drowsy on day 3, I have been seeing them everywhere. I hadn't seen anything for like 2.5 days of playing, and after I caught the first one with the first lure module, I see them everywhere. I think I caught like 17 of them now or something crazy. Not at this time here, of course, but it's like going from this being a non-existing Pokemon in my town to just, they pop up everywhere. I don't know if your level actually affects what you can find in the map, but I don't think so, because players around me appear to be able to find the same, even my younger kids that just started, so I don't know if it's like some kind of strange rotation. So I didn't manage to catch it, even though I did catch it. Went out of the game, in a game. Yeah, you can see I have my my son helping me out here, doing a dance with the drowsy, keeping it company, keeping it in a good mood so that it's happy, it's ready to be caught and just join our family of Pokemon happiness. And did it help? Yes, it did. So yeah, that is of course why he helps out even with that. So really, really, really good times. 110 combat power, not really that interesting, but it's just gonna be fed to a trainer anyway. At this point in the game, I could probably send like all but 5 of my Pokemons to the trainers. I don't really... The only reason why I have them, the only reason I haven't like trashed all of my Pokemons except a handful, is because I want to go to the trainers. I want to go nuts. I want to try out the different Pokemons, check out their abilities. I want to use my healing potions to get them out of my inventory because they are clocking the area. But yeah, for now it's pretty much just in the farm and another Magikarp, which is my favorite thing to catch. What I enjoy the most catching, because 400 candy. Yeah, it's crazy. It's like completely silly. So even though I didn't get to do what I want today, which was to go to the trainer, to the gym, and just go crazy pants on the training, I managed to read up a lot on the game of Pokemon. I found out that you cap your level at 50. I found lists of how much combat power the individual Pokemon get when you power them up. I managed to get a lot of your really cool comments about the game, which is super amazing. And I managed to go through all of my gaming from the last few days. Obviously, I'm only sharing a tiny bit of the video footage that I record and the gaming that I do, because I just play way too much and I don't want to be including all the walking and the paths and the everything. Just, you know, select areas that pretty much match up with a linear line of game time. And this here is almost the conclusion of day 4. Hitting level 11, and that is also what I have now. Super potions, yay, more to fill up my bags that are already massively filled. But it's okay. I mean, I guess I'm going to use them at some point. What I'm looking forward to right now, besides hopefully hitting the gym tomorrow, having some really crazy cool battles, I really hope so. I noticed the last time I checked out the gym, we had like 1300 combat powered Pokemons controlling it. I'm not going to power up in order to match that. I hope I'm just going to be able to grind them down by using my potions to heal up and go at them, go at them, go at them. But we'll see. I haven't tried more than the battle I shared in my previous video, like my introduction battle at the gym. So tomorrow, it's if the game allows me to play in a decent manner, because I don't want to be going up there, hitting the battle button, the game crashes, I log in again, wasted a Pokemon, wasted 10 minutes. So if I can get some really good gaming time, then tomorrow is going to be all in battle gym style. I'm going to be looking up tactics today, trying to find out what is the ideal way to play, what Pokemon should I, like what type of Pokemon should I battle against another. I don't know if it affects anything in Pokemon Go as it does in other Pokemon games. What types match up nicely? Does it matter in this game? Do I deal more damage as a lightning type towards, I don't know, a fire type, or is it completely irrelevant in this game? So anyway guys, that was like very, very close to what I had to share with you guys in terms of Pokemon Go for day 3 and 4. Day 5 is like non-existent because of the crazy release that nobody could play the game. But yeah, that was my update for now, and hopefully my next update will feature loads and loads and loads and loads of battles. Hopefully I will have learned a great deal more about the game, and hopefully I will have had time to read and reply to a lot of your really amazing comments. Like when I was level 6, I read comments from some of you guys, I'm level 13, I'm level 11, my Pokemon has 900 CPRs, like okay, mine has 240. I'm like so behind, but it's not because I'm not doing anything for it. My town is very, very small. We don't have a lot of options in terms of Pokestops and stuff like that, but what I lack in location, I have in dedication and determination. With that said, guys, thank you very much for watching.